Hey guys, welcome back. GhettoRig episode 197. New Year's, Christmas out the way, and your favorite hosts in the house. My name is Jay. To my right, we have Eddie. Behind the computers, we have Miggy. We're back in full swing. Miggy's a little on a tired side today.
A little tipsy from the
Yeah,
boat.
he had a 12-hour fishing trip
10.
shoot. 10 hour?
10 hours.
10 hour fishing trip shoot.
Felt like 12 though because I
Yeah,
got there.
Eddie was dealing with some work stuff today. Um, on the other hand,
fun.
On the other hand, I'm just fine because I was on vacation, didn't work, didn't do shit today. So
Yeah.
Must be nice.
just
Nice.
jujitsu, very nice, very
How nice.
very nice.
You're
But
on
yeah,
vacation to like the 6th, right? So this weekend coming up.
So welcome back, guys. New Year's out of the way, Christmas is out of the way, New Year, new me. Not New Year, still old me. Not doing any of that.
This is another day.
Yeah, it's just so cliche, man. When people do that shit to me, New Year's, new me, gonna start doing this, start doing that. 1 month into it, and nobody does shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's just like, I mean, it's a good way to guess change habits, but whatever. You know what I mean?
I don't think it is a good way to change habits.
Yeah. No, it's
I
not.
think you should be able to change habits like when you want to. Like,
So apparently there's a thing with the New Year's, right? Like the January 1st should not really be the New Year. It was changed from like the Julius Caesar time, when he was basically put in as a deity, and January 1st was the day. So they started the calendar with that day. And then before that, because technically a new year in a lot of cultures has started from spring. Spring would be the new year because, everything's starting to come back because January 1st is like the middle of winter. Ain't
Yeah.
nothing new about this,
right.
And then I kept thinking about it. It's like, well, isn't there a Chinese New Year that's like in June? You know what I mean? Or
Well, they
July
have
or something like
They
that.
have Laos New Year. They
Yeah.
have all the different ones across.
Across
across
Asia,
the
right?
world,
Which
yeah.
makes more
I
sense,
mean, even not even Asia. I think you can probably go to places in Africa, and I'm sure their New Year is not the same.
Yeah.
I feel like there's always been that. I've always grown up and heard that
Yeah.
around people that were immigrants too. So,
And there's another crazy thing. Depending of what type of religion you're like, talking about Christian religions, which one of the offshoots you're on. If you're an Orthodox Christian, like the Russians and whatnot, they celebrate Christmas on a 6th
6th
of January,
okay.
and New Year's is on the 13th of January. That's the
shit.
old
You know,
calendar.
that makes that makes a lot of sense
Why?
right now, because I'm playing Tarkov, right?
Yeah.
And they didn't do the Christmas update until like Christmas Day,
Yeah.
and then right now they're running like a bunch of Christmas shit.
Yeah.
With, like, you have a Christmas tree in your hideout and everything, so it makes sense that it's like leading up to the 6th. You're saying, right?
Yeah, because it says, and they get their presents on actually January 1st. That's when the Santa comes, and the name of the Santa is not Santa. It's actually like it's like dead, which means like Grandpa Freeze. That's his name.
Grandpa Freeze.
Yeah, Grandpa Freeze or Grandpa Cold. You know,
Okay.
like that's, and he comes on the 31st at night. That's when you receive your gifts.
Okay.
Not on Christmas. And then, they do Christmas on the 6th, and then the old New Year's is the 13th. So when they do party, it's usually like 31st, minimum 31st, all the way through the 13th. Nobody works, nobody does shit. They just fucking drink, you know what I mean? By the time 13 comes
Sounds
around,
fun.
you're down to fucking pickles, just cold smoked pork belly
It's
and
funny,
vodka.
right now in the game they added like an effect. It's in Russia, right? So it's all cold and it's snowing and blizzard right now, and they added an effect like there you get cold and you have like frostbite or whatever, and the only thing to take it away, guess what it is?
Vodka.
Yeah.
Bro, it's there's something about vodka and a cold, right? So we were in Colorado, and then I tested that also in Canada.
Mm-hmm.
Well, first time I went to Colorado skiing, this was like, but I don't know, almost 20 years ago. And we would drink outside and would not get drunk. Like your body would get warm, you wouldn't feel the cold. Like you could be just out there with a t-shirt and shorts and you'd be all right. But you wouldn't get drunk at all. Like not even tipsy.
Alaska's
you would not
got
I think
get
that's
drunk.
just your
Alaska's got a
Caucasian
huge
blood.
problem with drunks, and because it's so expensive to get alcohol out there,
Yes, the beer is
a
like
lot of
$7,
people
$8.
end up being like homeless and stuff like that.
Yeah. And I did that in Canada as well. Like when there was like -40 wind chill factor, we're just doing shots of vodka and nothing. Like it felt like that alcohol went to heat up our body. You would just digest through it very
the
quickly.
Russians have something right there.
Yeah, well, that was the reason why Russians were able to survive World War II and win, because they were so used to like drinking vodka and eating fucking potatoes. So that's basically what they did. They drank vodka and ate potatoes throughout the war, and that's how they were able to outbeat the Germans, because Germans were not used to that shit. The Russian winters are super cold.
The Germans preferred the methamphetamines.
Yeah, Germans did everything, bro. Like they did the methamphetamines, they did the cocaine, they did all of that shit.
They were
All of
party
it.
animals.
Well, they gave it to them because these motherfuckers would be high on meth, and they would just go to the battle and not like blink an eye and like basically die, and not care.
Have you watched Breaking Bad?
No, I haven't.
It's if you watch the show from what they depicted, it's real easy to get a meth head to do anything.
Yes, like super easy to get
Like
into.
literally, I just watched an episode where they're trying to get into this meth head's house because they have a bunch of meth that's like an insane amount, right? That they stole, whatever. But these two guys are meth heads; they're brothers. And to get one of them to come outside, because he knew he was the guy knew he was high on meth inside, right? He just grabbed a shovel and went into his front yard and started digging a hole, right? The meth head came out, right? He said, "What you doing, man?" And he's just, I'm just digging, right? And he keeps digging, right? He digs for like 30 seconds more, and then he turns behind and goes, "Man, I'm getting kind of tired. You think you could help me out here?" And the guy's like, "Sure." And the meth head starts digging, bro. Like it gets basically entertained, right, and intrigued at the same time. That's all you gotta do.
Like, what the fuck am I digging for? Who knows?
He didn't even question
Treasure.
it, bro. He just started digging and kept going.
I think that's partially why you ever seen a method? They always have like fucking sores all over, because they pick at it. They pick
I
at
don't
their
know.
own arms and legs, and then just continue to pick. They just like focus
With
and just
meth,
keep
you
going
either
to
like
town.
snort it or inject, or not inject it, but smoke it. Right?
Smoke it. I
Yeah.
don't think you inject it
I
or
don't think
snort
you-
it.
I
I think
don't-
you inject it.
I think you can snort it.
I don't know that. I've seen them like smoke through like a.
I think you can smoke it for
Yeah.
sure.
My other jiu-jitsu gym was next to this fucking grocery store.
Mm-hmm.
And the number one selling item, I asked him, like, hey, what's the number one selling item here? Is like big pens, the clear big pens,
Mm-hmm.
and a wire dish cleaning thing.
Mm-hmm.
You know why, right? They make pipes
Pen?
with that.
The pen, I know why, but why the wire brush?
Because they take the insides of the pen out. Now you have the clear part, and they shove that wire mesh right there in the end. They put the fucking meth on that, and that's how they smoke it.
Damn. What the
Yeah,
fuck?
they make like their own little whatchamacall that thing, like a little
Bowl?
griddle,
Oh.
like a little, you know what I mean? Like for
What the fuck?
yeah,
That's
they make
crazy.
their own like little metal, like griddle to fucking rest the meth on and smoke it.
Well, I ain't never heard of that.
That was the number one item he would sell. He goes, that's the only thing we're always running out of. Because they buy that, that metal scrubbing thing. You know what I'm
Mhm.
talking about?
Yeah.
That and the fucking big pans.
You guys know that during the Vietnam War, condoms were like standard issue for military men, but they were not really used for their like purpose.
And what were
They were used for anything else but for sex. Like they would use them to like wrap their bayonets, I think, to like
Wrap their
keep them from
bayonets?
getting dirty.
Oh, so not to get rusty or whatever.
Let me look up all the uses. that they
I
did.
mean, if you
It was
think
a
about
bunch
it,
of
they sent
stupid
you out to
uses.
Vietnam, right?
Yeah.
And they give you a condom, and you, for whatever, needed a piece of rope.
Yeah,
something
that's
to tie
what you're doing.
something
And
up.
you're gonna use that shit. Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna use this.
Yeah. Yeah, because you know how the condoms came about, right? They used to use goat bladder back in the day as a condom. A goat bladder.
Yeah, yeah, I've heard.
Think about it for a minute. A goat bladder.
Yeah,
That shit ain't thin by any means. And it's not of shape by any means.
Soldiers would often put condoms over the barrel of their rifles to keep out sand, mud, and other contaminants, improving weapon functionality in harsh environments. They also used them in emergency situations where they could fill them with water and use as a makeshift surgical glove to prevent infection.
Okay.
So
I mean,
they-
can you blame? I can't blame him.
sure, they were fucking a chink from one to like, but they were using it for other shit. Which
I
is-
mean, if your boy's got a bullet and then you gotta pull it out, you don't want to use your dirty ass hand.
No, yeah.
So that condom.
And they're pretty stretchy. You know, when the guys say, "Oh man, these condoms, look, I need to buy the magnums because these condoms are like hurting me." No, man, you ever fucking seen on the internet people
We did
blowing
it in
them
high
bitches
school.
out?
We did it in high school a couple of times where we like grabbed the condoms and put them outside the window when you're driving.
Yeah, and the thing
They
blows
blow
up. Yeah, Yeah. Have you seen it? Some girls will go online and they'll just put it on this gigantic fucking rubber dildos and just put the whole condom on top of it
No.
just to demonstrate that like that's horseshit. Yeah. Which I don't know. I don't see the difference between either or because I'm thinking they're like the tightness is still the same.
I'm a child of God. I don't know nothing about that.
Yeah, you're men of God.
No,
You know, okay.
none of that.
Yeah.
None of that. Child,
wait.
still child.
Way to be
Child.
safe, bro.
What's your guys' favorite fish to eat?
Favorite fish to eat?
Tuna. Hands
Tuna?
down. Pokeball.
Raw tuna.
Good, no,
Raw
even,
tuna, not cooked. Raw tuna.
No, even cooked. If it like barely seared,
Seared.
basically.
Barely
Yeah,
seared.
like a good tuna steak, barely seared. It's good. But like I've messed up making that before. Like pulling it fresh out the fridge and then just searing it. Not a good move.
For me, it's white fish that's not fatty. Any kind of white fish that's not fatty. But yes, raw tuna for sure, 100%.
Raw tuna, yeah. I even like tuna sushi.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. In all three ways, like pokeball, cooked, even sushi, I like tuna.
Yeah.
So
We got Arturo.
What's up, Art?
We got
And,
Teo Eddie, who said
like,
can't
man-
see it. I don't know what he can't see, but
I don't know.
The white fish, anything like a grouper. I've had grouper before. It's as long as it's flaky. Any fish that doesn't taste like smell like fishy, like salmon. Bro, I don't like salmon because it smells and tastes fishy to me. Like, I
No,
don't
salmon.
Like
See, the thing is with salmon, it is not that it tastes fishy. It has a distinct
distinct flavor, yeah.
fishy
I-
taste.
Yeah, I
It's
don't
not
know.
a normal fishy taste.
No,
It's
no.
different.
Yeah.
And it's usually very irony, like metal
Yeah.
kind of taste.
Same thing with mackerel. I don't enjoy mackerel.
I'm a fan of mackerel. I like mackerel in certain ways.
mackerel's so good.
White
dude.
fish, like the hogfish. I like hogfish.
A light fry mackerel. You just put that on the pan, let
Yeah.
it fry. Ooh. Some salt, some pepper. That's all you need. A little lemon on top.
What do you call that flatfish?
Flounder.
Flounder. I like flounder a lot. Because these fish don't taste like...
Triple tails. Have you
I never had.
Have you had triple tail before?
No.
No, what's a triple tail? I don't even know what it
Look
looks
it
like.
up. It's literally a triple tail fish.
It has very white, flaky meat.
Yeah. As long as it doesn't taste fishy, I'm down for it. The... Oh, okay. I see what you're saying.
It's almost like a flounder. It only
Yeah,
has
yeah,
one
yeah.
side.
Yeah, I see what you're saying.
They tend to just stick around like the beach and like around buoys
Yeah.
near
Yeah,
shore.
you'll see them, and you'll see them just literally like floating on the top under stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And they're aggressive as fuck.
You know what I never had? I've never had cobia, never had snook,
Yeah.
never had red... no, have I had redfish? Yes, I've had redfish. But cobia, snook, I have not had. Redfish is pretty good. It doesn't taste... And then there's another bass, sea bass. Can you pull up sea bass?
Yeah.
Bro, if you want to talk about fatty fish, when I bought sea bass first, I like to cook my fish in butter
Is
because
it
it
this
tastes bigger. They're usually big, like that big boys right there because you get big ass fillets from. I buy them in Costco. Yeah, that's the one, but they usually get the big boys.
Because the black sea basses are very tiny.
Not the black, like just a regular big sea bass.
Okay, big sea bass, is that the name of it? Because I already looked up sea bass here.
Yeah, just go down.
Are you talking about like these?
No, the ones that you get whole fillets out of, like big chunks of fillet, kind of like salmon size big, like
It might be a
lengthwise.
specific kind of sea bass. It just not.
Yeah. Because the sea basses that we get down here are super tiny. They're really good. And they have very small limit sizes to be able to keep them.
Very small slot.
Yeah, because they don't grow very big.
Yeah. The thing is, I cooked it with butter. Like, see the size of that fillet that's like sautéed. You see that? It's not a small fillet. Not that. That one. See how thick it is as well. Next to rice, you know what I mean? So to get that much meat, this fish has to be like it's a pretty thick chunk of meat. Anyway, so I sautéed it with butter, bro, and that was the worst decision I made because the fish, the meat is already so fatty. Like when you cook it, the fat literally drenches out of it. Like you eat it, it feels like you're eating a chunk of fat.
Dude, I regretted eating a sandwich or cheeseburger today on that trip. They fucked me up.
What happened?
It was so greasy.
Yeah.
They gave you a cheeseburger?
Yeah. Like, you're basically a crewmate when you're going on there. So they'll get you some food, they'll get you drinks, whatever you want. But I happened to order a cheeseburger because I was kind of hungry towards the end of the day, and we were heading back. And I was like, sure, I should probably have something to eat. My stomach's starting to feel weird, and I don't want to start feeling bad out here. I have it, and I took like 3-4 bites. I ate like half the cheeseburger. And it's like, I don't want to eat this, dude. It's so greasy, and it had like these little white things, but it's like you know it's not bad, but it looks bad because of how much grease there
Grease
is,
in
and
it,
it's
yeah.
just disgusting. It did not feel good. So I
Yeah.
ate half of it, and I threw half of it away. And
They probably didn't clean the grill really well, and
no,
probably meat
he
itself was already
constantly
bad.
he was constantly
So the
fucking
meat
cooking up.
itself was probably greasy
Yeah,
meat.
yeah, the way he cooks it, I think it's just too greasy.
It's probably like a, I don't know, like a 70-30 mix or something like that. Because 80-20 is already greasy for me. Like, I got to go to like 10-15 for me to start enjoying. Not as much grease, but like you go to 30, bro, forget it. Just fucking
I feel like
grease ball.
90-10 is always just a little too lean.
Yeah, 90-10 can get too lean.
I
Yeah,
don't know.
90-10
I don't know,
can
man.
get
I
lean.
love dry meat.
Huh?
Okay, pause. Pause. No, but I like my meats dry.
That's nah.
I like
I
the
don't understand.
outside.
Certain things.
I'm not a fan of grease at all, dude.
So if I'm having a ribeye, I want a nice juicy ribeye.
I can do ribeye like you guys can. I cannot. I cut around that fucking fat, bro. I cannot do
cut-
it.
Well,
I
I don't. I
cut-
cut around the fat too.
I still, when I eat the meat, and I'm like, man, this is a little too greasy for me.
No. When I cut off the fat from the edges, that's fire. It's ribeye. Is
Yeah,
the
I
best.
can't do that.
If it's really lean,
Even
dude, I love it.
I even learned to trim around the edge and cut and even eat the cap, and that's good.
Guess what, Miggy?
Mm.
If you don't like grease, don't ever eat Wagyu meat. Don't ever
Yeah.
eat it, bro.
Don't
Now, you're
ever.
talking about grease.
Don't even waste your
I've
time.
seen it. It's super marbled.
You're gonna
Yes.
you're gonna want to spit that shit out. You're gonna be like, why
What
did you
the
just?
fuck is this? Yeah,
You-
and I paid all
it's-
this money.
It's like if someone somehow figured out how to fry a cube of oil.
Yes.
That's literally what
That's
it's like.
literally what it is, yeah.
But typically, Wagyu is served in very small portions, so
Yes.
it's not that bad.
It's
Trust
bad.
me, we had it.
It's
in
an
small
explosion
portions.
of butter, bro.
alright.
We
It's
had
like
it in
explosion of
small
butter in your
portions.
mouth.
It was a 4-ounce piece, bro. How much
Yes.
smaller you want to get?
I
than
would
that?
have it. I would have it just like say I had it and try it.
Yeah.
'cause it's
Yeah,
so
but you're gonna-
special.
Just try it when somebody else buys it. Don't pay the money for it and buy it. You
If
know
someone
what I'm saying?
offers you, yeah, try
yo,
it.
who the
But
fuck would want to give you a piece of their steak when
That's
it's
exactly
like
why I tried.
4 centimeters long, bro?
Yeah, we went to Burlington. We did like a me, your brother, and you all
Yeah.
did a sampler.
Yeah,
It
sampler.
was fillet, ribeye, and
It was an
ragu.
aged ribeye, I think.
28-day dry aged ribeye,
Dry aged ribeye, Wagyu, and something else. I
like
don't
a
remember the
fillet
third.
or something else.
I don't remember the third. But it, like, by far, Wagyu was the shittiest one I've.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong. Like, it's a very juicy, like, explosion in your mouth. All that what they say
I
is true.
just-
But if you don't like the fat, bro, it's not it.
It was the Wagyu was ribeye. That's what I think the mistake was. Where we didn't have a different option. But I'm just saying, like, I think you need to get a more muscle piece of meat of ribeye to maybe Wagyu to enjoy that style of.
Give me a
meat,
little,
'cause maybe like New York strip
Wagyu-
that's not as
Wagyu mignon,
marbled or something like that.
Give me a little Wagyu mignon.
No, that's gonna be too marble.
It's
and-
still too marble, bro.
yeah,
It's not.
it's gonna be.
Yeah, because my favorite is like I like going to, let's say, when Payway was still open. You
Mhm.
know, I like going there, but now the only one that they have is the one in Tampa in West Shore Mall, like
Yeah.
their Big Brother restaurant, whatever. When I go there, I usually get the Mongolian beef, but I tell them to deep fry the meat and bring it like that because what I like the dry part of the meat only on the outside. Inside, I like it soft and still a little bit
Yeah.
red, but the outside, I like it to be crispy.
Yeah, good sear.
Good sear, yeah, that's my favorite.
Yeah, if you can do a good sear on it, that's the best part. But like,
There's a
it
Chicago
depends-
style that only make it in Chicago that can no. It basically came around from iron workers. Iron workers would just take a raw piece of steak with them,
Mhm.
and as the hot iron would come out, they would just slap it on top, like sear it and eat it like that. It's called black and blue, right?
Yeah.
So that's
Yeah, no, I can't do that.
yeah. I that one that take. It's like eating the tuna, but like very well seared, so it's very crunchy on the outside.
No.
You get the flavor, bro. I promise you.
But I don't care. But it's too raw on the inside. I can't do it.
No, I mean if it's a good chunk of meat, you're good.
They be cooking it like that in Japan. Like, again, I'm saying all this stuff about Japan because I've been watching a lot of Japanese videos.
Geeking out on that.
Yeah, but they have like these little grills, and they apparently are very high heat because you only need to put the meat on there for like 5 seconds.
Yeah.
Like, put like it's not super thick steak pieces, but you put a little piece of steak on it. 5 seconds, done. Ready.
Yeah. Pull up A5 Wagyu ribeye. Yeah, like, and then look at the marble. Like, yeah, just pull images. Go to images. Yeah, dude. Like, click that third one. Not that one. You ain't eating this, Miggy. I'm just telling you right now,
Yeah,
you're
you're
not
not
eating
eating that.
this.
I'm not eating this part right here.
No, you're not even eating the red part. I'm
Trust
like,
me.
you're just not.
Why
You're
not?
not eating that whole thing.
Why not?
Because
I'm
it's just gonna be too
guaranteeing
greasy.
you're not.
If you don't like greasy meat, bro, it's gonna be like, I don't mind greasy. I
I
don't like
like
grease.
it.
That yeah,
I like
and he
it.
was already.
And that shit is too much.
Yeah.
It's like literally, you know, you
And that's-
like
look, that's
do you
a
like
New York
eating
strip.
chicharrones? Like
No.
the good greasy chicharrones?
No.
Then hell no, you're not gonna like.
Yeah,
that.
you're not liking this, bro.
I like good greasy chicharrones.
I like the
And-
chicharrones with the meat on them. Not
Yes,
the
and I
grease.
eat the meat part and I spit out the fucking grease. Yeah.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you know how?
Yeah.
So if you eat chicharrón enough, you understand the breakdown of how that shit
Yes,
works.
you do. Because
So
there's
there's-
another thin slice of meat in between the fats. You have to be
So-
surgical.
There you go. So there's
especially
the skin.
especially with the Colombian ones.
There's
Yeah.
the skin. There's usually 1 or 2 pieces of good solid meat,
Yeah.
depending on how thick this motherfucker was.
Yes.
And the part of the belly.
Yes.
Then there's always a piece in there that is a blend. It's like a perfect blend.
Yes, and it's
of
almost the
meat
same
and
color,
fat.
and it's
it's
almost
almost the same color
Yes.
as just fat, but it's a blend of meat and fat.
Yeah.
That's the best piece.
Yeah.
Oof, that's the best piece.
Yeah,
That's-
you gotta
no,
like
I
dissect
put that in my
shit.
mouth and I want to throw up.
No, because you don't know. You think you're putting in grease. You,
You
just
ain't
don't know.
that ain't grease. Yeah,
Yeah,
I know what
it's-
he's talking about. That's like the fucking wagyu of a pork. you
Yeah,
know?
but it's such a small amount, and it's
Yeah.
still more muscle than what wagyu is.
Talking about Colombian chicharrones, you remember Colombian
chicharrón is
chicharrones?
good.
They didn't have that much fat. The little
No.
fat wasn't that thick.
No, there wasn't a lot of
Yeah, you
fat
could just, like-
whatsoever.
Yeah.
You know why? Because they can't just feed them fucking corn and
Corn and
bullshit, like
bullshit,
here.
Yeah,
It's
They-
actually a lot better because it's more of just that crunchy, dried up meat.
Yeah.
And it's a lot better.
and here they apparently they feed him fucking
Damn, bro, I want
poison.
fucking chicharrones right now. You guys are fucking me up. I'm hungry and everything.
No, my
I'll send you
stomach
pictures
is
on
fucked
February
right now. I'm not hungry at all,
You
dude.
motherfucker.
So,
Where can I
yeah.
go get some chicharrones right now?
You know, right now, nowhere. You ain't getting them unless you go to Tampa, and that's gonna be a hit or miss.
Damn.
It's gonna be hit or miss, man. It depends how busy they are, how well they want to cook. It's already done
Chicharrones at
10 o'clock.
9:55 is kind of crazy.
Huh?
What you mean, bro? I'm Dominican. What do you expect?
Like, I'm Cuban.
Yeah, you need bread right now. Chill. You know I'm not wrong.
Yeah, but I don't know, man. It's just I was not impressed.
Damn. He almost nailed him right in the nuts.
Yeah, I was not impressed by the wagyu whatsoever. I
Me
was
neither.
not.
Me neither. I do think that I want to try it again in a different cut of meat. If someone says, "Oh, there's ribeye," you want to try it, I may try it. But like, if you were to ask me what I would like to try it again, is in a different cut of
You
meat.
know what? My actually work. Come to my abuelas. We'll hook you up. Hell yeah, Joe. I'll be down for that.
Some wagyu.
No, the
Some wagyu.
chicharrones
Oh.
he's talking about.
Yeah.
I
Joe
was about
Hispanic,
to pull up
so-
to abuelas.
Yeah, bro, I want some chicharrones right now.
Yeah. Well, I think what I would be down for, like if you ever went to Japan, you know how they slice the wagyu really thin and they grill it like that. and
Yeah,
just
that's
kinda
what I'm
roll it?
saying. That
I would
too.
try that.
I would try it again like that.
I would
too.
try that again.
Because the thing they gave us this little tiny square, right?
Yeah.
And if we can't cut it like nice and thin ourselves, no. I want it
I'm gonna
done
segue
for
real
me.
quick, but don't forget we can come back to the. So I was listening to this podcast of these two kids, and they're like, "Guess what profession cheats the most?" Guess. Can you guys guess?
I think it's nurses.
Nurses.
Yes,
I'm
nurses
thinking
are the number
nurses.
one that cheat.
That's
And-
what I've been hearing lately. I've heard that a
Yeah,
lot.
and
lately.
guess what's the biggest heritage that like who's the like biggest amount of people that become nurses, like the heritage wise. What nationality would that
Oh,
be?
nationality.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Latinos.
Huh?
Latinos.
Filipinos, bro.
I was gonna
Oh,
say
yeah.
Asian.
Filipinos, bro. Filipinos apparently, so statistics don't lie. You know what I'm saying? So I guess
So
you gotta
if you got a Filipino nurse,
you done cooked, bro. You're
you're
cooked.
You're
You're cooked, bro. You're cooked. But I don't know why
Oh, shit.
nurses. I don't know if it's because like they're around like very high status doctors all the time, or like why specifically nurses? What
I
makes
think it
nurses?
has to.
You know what I mean?
I think it has to do with their schedule and how they're always busy, and their partner doesn't have enough time to probably meet up with them. Like they don't have the same career, they don't have the same goals, they don't have the same amount of time.
I think it's the
Very
time
difficult.
factor.
You think it's the time?
I
'Cause
think
I
it's
can
the
see that-
majority of the time factor, the long hours, the like long. Yeah, no.
I can see the flight attendants. Like because they're never really here. They're always flying here and there. And I got a friend of mine that's a pilot, and he's like, bro, he goes, I don't shit where I eat. He goes, all of these, every single one of there's, he goes, at least one flight attendant on every flight that I take that wants to sleep with you, because they're trying, because because pilots get paid bank, bro. If you work for like Delta, you're making $400K a year. They get paid bank. So these flight attendants, like these women, are looking for a good life, because if you fill up flight attendant salary, like pilots get paid bank, flight attendants get paid shit.
Yeah, they gotta go to school and shit.
Yeah, flight attendant salary.
Oh, not bad. It's not bad at all. It's not shit, brother.
Well, that's what he was saying. Average salary is 72 per year, but that's
my
like
thing
you've
is
been-
the
you've been
average
there for a while. You
and
know what I
another
mean?
thing too is like, is this average
there you go.
including?
On Indeed, you're gonna get a better number right there.
Yeah, but is
Well,
this
maybe the second one, talent.com.
and that 14K is a part-time shit.
Part-time
Don't
shit, yeah.
bullshit me.
Probably like that talent.com is better.
But that average also could be spiked like crazy due to private jets and things like that, where they're paying
Yeah,
flight
could be.
attendants
Could be.
crazy amounts.
That's got to.
And you've got a lot of maybe airlines across the world that are luxury airlines that are paying their flight attendants good amounts. I mean,
So here's a question now that I have. You know, since we're talking about this, would you date a flight attendant or a nurse? Not say you don't consider the statistics or whatever.
I
Would
got
you date
ghosted
them?
by a nurse, so
Huh?
I got ghosted by a nurse.
Well,
So-
that's not because she's a nurse. That's just because they got too many choices. She had a better opportunity.
I wouldn't
that's
date
why.
either.
Yeah, I wouldn't. I don't know if I'll be.
If
able
I
to,
had the
'cause they're
option,
not
I
at
just
home.
wouldn't
You
date
know what I'm
either
saying?
probably.
Yeah.
Because the nurse thing, yeah, that's long hours. Like you're gonna be gone, and then a flight attendant, you're gone even longer.
I would have it as a side chick. You know what I mean?
I'm
But
sure
not
they
like
would.
I wouldn't
serious.
date.
I'm sure
I
they
wouldn't
would
date
too.
a nurse.
Huh?
Probably.
I'm sure they would too.
Yeah. Like it would be a very agreement. Yeah, like with the girls, anytime a girl ghosts you, you can't take that like against you. You know what I mean? Because it's
I
like
do.
they probably had a better.
I'm
like,
just saying, a nurse has ghosted me before.
No, like what I'm
So
trying.
if we're taking the Filipina example here, if you have a Filipina nurse, you're fucked. Then
Yeah.
I got ghosted by a nurse, then I'm fucked.
I think the hours would stray. Even if that statistic wasn't true, like I think the hours.
That's
like,
why I'm saying I
yeah,
couldn't
like,
do either.
They'd be out for like 3-4 days. You know what I mean? Sleeping in some fucking hotels and shit, and then come
Yeah,
back. Nah,
I
man.
mean, the nurse wouldn't be horrible, I guess, because
if they like to do the night shifts, bro, then they come in the morning, and now they're sleeping while you're running around doing stuff. Like,
Yeah.
when do you hang out?
and usually nurses never have like a steady schedule where they're always doing this or that.
Yeah.
like, and they always force them to do night shifts every so often and all that
Yeah,
shit.
my buddy's wife, I think, did that for a couple of years, and then he's like,
I
no
mean, I'm
more.
sure the
Like,
nurses that are
work a
higher
normal
up,
shift.
like been there for long enough with say it, I don't know, superiority.
superiority.
Yeah.
Charge nurse.
What do you mean?
Charge nurse, like
lead
the one that's
nurse.
in charge for the
Yeah.
for the wing or whatever.
Not only lead nurses, but just if you've been there long enough
Yeah.
or whatever, you probably get like
Better shifts.
better shifts and stuff. But
I think they just get paid a lot more. The paychecks are fatter if they work at night,
yeah.
and so a lot of people opt for that, especially
So
fresh out of school.
There's there's a fork here. So you have the regular nurses that work at a local hospital, but then you have the traveling nurses, which
Yes.
get paid a lot more.
Yeah, those girls, like every 3 months they're
My-
somewhere else, and those girls can make two
My
250.
cousin just got a gig in New York. She moved up. She moved from here in Tampa to New York recently. She got a job in New York doing exactly that, traveling nurse. You know, and but she's based out of New York, so good. I'm happy for her. It's funny.
Yeah.
I grew up around her, and then she just moves, and I was like, oh shit, she's gone.
Yeah, yeah. The some of the nurses will make bread.
Yeah,
You
I'm
know,
sure
they
she's
make- they
making
make
bread.
decent-
She moved over there for that.
Yeah, they make bread, and I think like fresh out of high school, you're starting at like.
That's what Salsa
60 to
John
80
and,
or
and his
something.
wife do.
Well, no, they're different. They're doing radiology. They're complete. They're
I
not
thought
like
they were
nurse-
nurses.
No, I think they're radiology.
No, I think I'm pretty sure
You
they're
think so?
nurses.
I don't know if they're maybe I don't want to say.
Yeah, because they do like nurse contracting around. I think that's what they do
maybe,
as well.
Maybe. But yeah, that's pretty good. I mean, if you and your wife are making that kind of bread and you don't got no kids, it's like they call them dinks, right? Dual income, no kids.
Yeah,
Like you're making 200K.
travel and you get an opportunity to travel around.
Yeah, you living a life. You know what I'm saying? You are really like you're just doing really well. You know, but I don't know how you would do in New York because you can't really bring your car there. You know nowhere to park. The shit costs as much just
Yeah,
as
but
rent
you
of the
do
fucking
just as
apartment.
you do just as a local and you use Public transportation.
Yeah, you just do that. Use the subways and
Probably
shit.
sell your car before you go.
Yeah, because, but I mean, it's good money. My wife's an RT, and she always talks about nursing escaping the supply closets with doctors low. Okay, there we go. Joe said his wife is in a healthcare, so
Yeah, I
they're
mean, I
always
think
in
it's always been a stigma that there's fucking going on in them hospitals.
yeah, well, I can't blame him. Bro, they're all around these high status doctors. You know how some doctors can be. Some doctors are nice. Some doctors are just like, like very, and
I think that's such a trend in general. When you have longer and longer and longer and longer hours in the workplace, you're gonna see more and more fucking.
well, and this shit actually happened, bro. Like my buddy's wife, at first she was working here night shifts, and then she decided to work like that traveling nurse. And apparently all these nurses that are like 30 plus some years old, they're near 40, started like talking shit, talking to her ear and stuff, like, you can do much better, this and that. Them near got a fucking divorce because of these bitches around, you know what I mean? So it's like, no more you fucking working day shifts, no more of them night shift bullshits, and no more traveling. I don't give a fuck how much more money you're making. We're good, So he kind of quickly nipped that shit in the butt, you know what I mean? But I don't know, man. It'd be difficult to date someone. But anyway, let's go back to fucking eating meat and now here's the thing.
Pause down eating meat,
No, I'm eating regular meat. Not everything got to be gay, bro. So okay.
Okay.
Would
what?
you prefer?
You eating meat?
I'm gonna give you preferences. Would you prefer rice and beans only, vegetables only, or meat only for a year?
Meat only.
Meat only for a year.
Yeah, for sure.
Now, if you were to combine,
that's an easy question, Jay. You even asking me that? This look like I eat fucking vegetables, nigga.
is the vegetables like the bottom of the totem pole?
100%.
Yeah.
100%. Yeah.
What's the least liked vegetable? Well, avocado don't count because that's a fruit.
Let's say it's got the pit in it, so it's a fruit, right?
Yeah. Avocado don't
it comes
count.
from a tree.
And tomato is a berry.
What?
Yeah, tomato is a berry.
How is it a berry?
Got all these little tiny seeds inside. It's got to be a berry. It's at very least is a fruit.
It's a soup.
It's a soup.
Is potato? What is potato? Vegetable? It's a
Potato
vegetable.
is a vegetable. Yeah.
Yeah. So you're saying least liked vegetable?
Least like vegetable.
Fucking green peas.
Green peas?
I hate the flavor.
Yeah.
Yeah, bro. Like every time I get fried rice from the place, I've got to the point where I don't pay attention, but I used to like fucking pick them out because I actually dislike the actual flavor.
Yeah.
Like I'm not a person that's like, oh, it's green. No, I'll fucking eat it, bro. I don't care. But if something I don't like it, I don't fucking like it. The same thing with avocado.
You know what the funny shit is? Bro, sometimes I'm hungry and I don't want to cook or get anything out of the fridge. I'll usually have like canned green peas, drain that fucking water, eat it with a spoon, straight out of the can, bro.
I can't. That's probably one
Same
of my
thing
most
with corn, just fucking right out of the can.
No,
That's
you're
probably
a
one of my
fucking
most
animal. You're a fucking animal.
You talking about me, bro? You were eating on 3-day-old bread,
like,
bro.
You're like a bear that just found some random shit.
Shit,
in the woods.
yeah.
You just, all right, let me see what's this.
Yeah. What about you, Miggy? Least
What?
liked vegetable.
Least liked vegetable. There's a lot.
Oh yeah, we shouldn't ask that question too, because you got a lot of shit you don't like to eat.
I'm just a big fan of lettuce. That's my favorite one.
Lettuce?
Which one?
I like lettuce on sandwiches.
White or romaine?
Don't matter.
No matter.
Yeah, don't matter. I like some lettuce.
Well, what do you
That's
eat it
some
with?
bland
I know, right?
fucking shit right there, bro. Bland. That shit is water.
Yeah.
It's
You don't
nothing
even-
but
do you
water
put
and
salt
crunch.
shit on them at least. Something?
Water and crunch.
Yeah.
Carrots I like too.
Like it's got to be something you can eat straight up. Like you said, carrots. Now I'm like, okay, yeah, you can eat
Carrots
carrots.
got a little sweetness to them,
Whatever.
crunch in
Yeah,
it, like
flavor.
flavor in it. Yeah.
Like me, I'll say my favorite one. One of my favorites. I know it's like has no nutritional value. Is corn. Right.
Corn?
I like the flavor of
Yeah.
corn.
Oh, my
Or
brother
pot-
goes
or-
onions and celery.
since I
we know he
found
don't
out-
like no damn onions.
Ever since I found out that corn has no nutritional value, I try and just not eat it.
That shit's
Why?
so good though.
That shit's so delicious,
Why?
bro.
Yeah, it's so good.
It's just such a waste.
Says the guy that eats 9 Uncrustables a week.
All right. Yeah, but it has protein.
No, it does. That shit has almost. That's a bunch of empty calories,
and
bro.
healthy fats.
That's a bunch of empty ass
butter.
calories. Is what that
That's
peanut butter
just
and jelly
starch,
and bread.
straight sugar down your throat, bro.
Peanut butter has healthy fats and it has protein.
And
Bro,
you're getting
that
half a
The
teaspoon
bread,
on
the
that fucking
bread-
Bro, that
Uncrustable.
peanut butter
Listen,
been
listen,
processed so
listen,
much, man. Ain't
listen.
nothing healthy in it anymore.
The bread is the carbs. The peanut butter is the healthy fats and the protein,
Uh-huh.
and then you got the jam, which just makes it sweet.
Just
That's
keep
all.
telling yourself those
That's
lies, bro.
I'll keep
That's
telling
probably
those
the
lies
worst
to
shit.
myself.
Like if you
all
make
right?
your own Uncrustables
I was
with
about
like
to
good
say that's
shit,
literally
you know
what I
I
was gonna say. If you told me, Miggy, that you grew your own fucking wheat, you made that bread, you grew your
Yes.
own strawberries, you
Yeah.
grew your own peanuts, and you made all that shit, I'd be like, yes, that shit has nutritional value.
Only
But
you-
that processed ass bullshit in
Yeah,
that
you
Uncrustable.
ain't-
Look,
yeah, you
I don't
ain't
see
getting
garbage,
garbage,
bro.
bro.
I don't
You
see
ain't
none of you
garbage.
fuckers making your own fucking peanut
Nah,
butter.
I'm not saying that I
Alright?
don't eat corn, nigga. I eat corn. I don't give a fuck. That shit's good.
I don't see y'all churning your own fucking butter, right?
I don't like peanut butter. I've tried like getting the fucking fresh peanut butter from health food stores. I've tried getting cashew butter. All
well,
of
that's
that.
the
I don't
worst.
like any of that shit.
The best
no.
peanut butter is the fucking most processed one, which is horrible for your intestines.
Yeah.
Like there's
I can't do it, man.
I remember learning this as a kid that normal peanut butter has this shit in it that basically like it's really, really, really bad for your GI tract, your whole intestines, stomach, and everything. Like and ever since that, I remember I always try and buy organic peanut butter. 'Cause
Yeah.
it doesn't have that chemical or whatever.
You know what I usually do instead of peanut butter? I put regular fucking butter on bread and jam and call it a day. And that's my like sweet sandwich if I want to eat that.
That's fine too.
You know what I'm saying? Like what the fuck is peanut butter? That
You know
shit
what's
sticks
good
to the
too?
top of your fucking
You know
mouth.
what's
You cannot
good?
lick
No,
it off. It's
but
like
peanut butter, you have to put the right amount. That's the whole thing about using
I
peanut
guess
butter.
if you guys say it, because I've never found the right amount. I can tell you that right now.
Yeah, but you're the kind of person that slaps a whole bunch of shit on everything.
No, like I just even if you bite it,
Cream
that shit
cheese
gets,
and jam. That's
cream
good.
cheese and jam.
Ooh.
Yeah, that's fire. You know what I'm saying?
Pan con timba.
You want to hear some even more crazy? Y'all know what's condensed milk, right?
Mhm.
You ever had condensed milk on top of bread, bro? It's so good on fresh
course.
bread. Condensed milk on fresh
Yeah.
bread.
Pancakes too.
Even in Cuba when I was poor.
So good, man.
My dad always told me about this thing of putting malt soda with condensed milk. I've never tried it though.
Yeah,
that's
it's
apparently a
good.
really big thing.
Yeah.
Tried it
You ever
with
tried
Coke.
root beer and ice
I
cream?
tried it with Coke,
Yes.
Sprite, Orange, all of
Yo,
them.
it's like the
Yeah.
same shit.
Yes.
Root beer and ice cream and it's
Yes,
the
bro.
same
It's good, bro. It's fucking
I
good.
didn't fucking realize. Yeah, root beer float. I've had
Yeah.
that before as a kid.
It's good.
We made them in class. I remember thinking this is some white people's shit, and it's pretty good. Scientifically, in botany, vegetables don't exist. It's a culinary term for edible plants.
Yeah, but
Fuck sweet potatoes and peas.
any of the vegetables we eat right now, they're like genetically selected, right?
So basically, anything that's an edible plant is a vegetable.
anything that's an edible plant is vegetable. Yeah, I can see that. Yeah.
That's basically what the census.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know about sweet potatoes. Sweet potatoes are pretty healthy for you. I don't know,
yeah.
but just like
That's fire.
the only sweet potato shit that I like, I say okay, I like it is like a sweet potato pie. That's the only thing I
Nah, I
like.
don't like sweet potato pie. The only time I eat sweet potatoes and I like it is when I go to Fresh Kitchen and
Yeah. They
maple
have
sweet
those
potatoes.
roasted potatoes.
Yeah,
Those are not
good.
bad because they
Those
like
are-
salt them enough where like there's a contrast.
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah, those are not bad.
Bro.
But
Let me put y'all on some mala rabia.
on what?
Mala rabia.
What is that?
Sounds like some.
Pull that shit up so we
It's,
can see
it's a
it.
sweet potato dessert
Uh-huh.
that's made.
Well, yeah, if
Nah.
you're saying sweet potato
I don't-
dessert,
Nah, I'm not fucking with it.
if you're saying sweet potato dessert, I can see how that could work because a potato is sweet already. You know what I mean?
You know what I didn't like when I first tried it the first couple times, and then I started to like it. When you know at Thanksgiving they make that sweet potato shit with the marshmallows on it.
Yeah.
Yams.
Yeah,
So-
yams.
That shit's fire.
Yeah. It's because it's
This
dessert.
this does not look like what my mom makes.
Mm-hmm.
My mom makes some shit that looks like throw up, but it tastes fucking amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah. See, if it looks like throw up, you already threw me off. bro.
Yeah. Like he's not touching it.
It has
already.
that texture.
Nah, I'm good, homie.
Yeah, Eddie's not touching
I'm
that
good,
shit,
homie.
bro.
Well, anytime something like that has that texture and it's not like
You know,
rice
vegetable.
pudding or
it-
something,
It has like that pudding consistency though.
I'm good, homie. I love pudding, but
It's so good, so fire. You try and you'd be like, oh, never mind.
Oh, condensed milk and Malta.
that's what I just said. Malt
Yeah,
soda and
yeah.
condensed milk. That's what I was just saying, Arthur. I
What-
haven't tried it yet. My
which
dad
ve-
always told me about it though. That he used to drink it a lot when he was a kid.
You know which vegetable I don't like? You know how you get that salad mix sometimes, like the green mix. You know that comes in the plastic like a box. Inside it, sometimes they have like these greens that are bitter. Like I don't know what the name of those are. The bitter one, and then there's sometimes like the greens that are hard. They're tough. I don't like those. Like when they're green. When you cook them, they're fine. But uncooked, I
Brussels
can't fucking
sprouts?
do it. Brussels sprouts,
fuck with-
I can
I
fuck
can
with
fuck
them. Yeah.
with some Brussels sprouts if they're made correctly. Like
Yeah.
when they cut them up, season them, and roast them,
Yeah.
or saute them. Fire, bro.
I don't think I've ever
Fire.
had Brussels sprouts before.
Really? So me, the first time I had them, I went to Fresh Kitchen actually. So when back in the day, Fresh Kitchen used to make them just like that. They would just cut them in half and like put them on the grill or whatever and season them up. And they have like it's a vegetable that has like a harder, crunchy texture to it. Kind of like, think of it like a lettuce that's like denser, right? It's fire. It's fire with more flavor than lettuce too. It's
Yeah.
not just water.
So it wasn't. I think it was in Ohio or
I
something.
think you'd like it.
Out of all the places, Ohio or something, I went to this like Asian fusion restaurant and I got this salad with shrimp, and inside they had Brussels sprouts that were chopped up, and spinach, but it was all deep fried. So everything was super crunchy, and that was delicious. I've never had anything like that ever again. No one ever makes it, but like that deep fried Brussels sprouts, bro, crunchy as hell, it's delicious. And they had like sweet and sour sauce on top, like with sesame seeds and shit. That was pretty good. But yeah, any kind of like sweet potato bread, cornbread, like that's supposed to taste already like sweet, almost like a desserty like. I'm down for that. But like when you people like just put sweet potato and then just like chump, like even sweet potato fries, I don't mind that at all because they got the salt on them and they're deep fried.
I don't like sweet potato fries.
Not a big fan.
No?
You know what threw it off for me? Them sweet potato fries they always gave us growing up.
Yes,
Them
at
shits
school,
were
the
dog
orange
shit.
ones.
Dog shit.
Those orange sweet potato fries at
Horrible.
school.
Every
the
once in a
waffle
while, I was
fries.
just hungry enough to say, "Let me try them again."
Yeah, dude. And you would spit them back out. That shit was
the
gross.
same thing happened to you.
Yeah, dude.
You're like, "Let me try it." Everyone keeps eating these shits. Let me try them. And fucking dog shit, bro. They
I mean,
were like,
it's not like
sweet
you had-
potato waffle fries.
It's not like you had an
Horrible from
option
school.
because they gave you the fucking thing. It's
Yeah,
like
it was
you
just
could-
on your plate already. And so when you were hungry, and you just had like a
eat it.
chicken sandwich, and you're just like, "Fuck it, let me try it."
Yeah.
Everyone keeps eating them.
Let me
Everyone will
mix it.
fucking eat them.
I would mix it with ketchup to
Nah.
see if it would taste any
Yeah,
better.
actually, I did try that. Still,
Yeah.
dog shit.
It was a little bit better just because you could taste just ketchup, but
I don't know if you can consider pizza a vegetable because you got that cheese on there. Sometimes you got meat. If you remove the meat,
It's a salad.
and yeah, it's a
Yeah,
salad.
it's a
It's a
salad,
salad, if anything, you know. But if you remove the meat and cheese, and you're having like a plain tomato with like basil on it, or I don't know, some fucking
You know what
mushrooms and
fucking
onions, then-
irks the shit out of me
Mm.
that my mom does? She gets pizza, right? From Little Italy's.
Mhm.
And she scrapes off all the cheese and sauce and the ham that my dad gets. And that's what she eats.
Oh, you leaves the bread alone.
Uh-huh.
your mom
Why?
is a psychopath.
She's
She's call the
fucking
cops.
psycho.
Well, she's cutting on her carbs. I'm guessing that's what she's doing.
She doesn't like it, she said.
She's cutting on carbs, bro.
She doesn't like it, she said.
She's cutting carbs.
She's always done this since I was a kid, though. It's not
yeah.
something new.
Okay. I don't know, man. Because that's the best part of the fucking pizza is the
That's
bread.
what I'm fucking
And
saying. It's the
You
best
know
part.
who's a psychopath, and if you say it otherwise, chat, and you guys, you're the psychopath. People that don't eat the crust on pizza, bro. People that like just eat the pizza and leave the crust, bro.
That's
To
the
me,
fucking-
that
that's-
drives me crazy. Like, bro, that's like the best
When you
part.
have good pizza, the best part is
the crust, yeah, especially if it's nice and
If it's
crunchy
good pizza.
and gooey inside, bro. You can't fuck with good crust.
Yeah, I agree. And
And
you know
maybe-
what's funny? When I grew up around my cousin Gabriela, she never ate the crust, and I was.
Well, she also carries adobo in her fucking purse because she doesn't eat anything but
I always
adobo.
remember as a kid when we'd go and get pizza, I would just fucking eat her crust.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't blame you,
And
bro.
she knew to the point where she would finish and you just come by and leave her plate.
Yeah,
with
bro,
all the
crust is the
next to
best
me.
part, bro.
Eddie would hang around her table.
You know what I would compare it to?
You done yet?
Yeah, you good? You gonna eat that?
You know what
You
I
eat
compare
that?
that shit to? You know, like think of it this way: you eating a bag of Cheetos and then you go and wash your fingers and you don't lick your fingers. That's what it's equal to me.
Nah, see, you know what? You want to know something?
Hmm.
COVID fucked me up permanently.
Why?
And not that I won't lick my fingers and stuff like that when I'm eating,
You think
but
about
I
it more.
think about it more. Like that shit is so annoying now that like washing my hands, how my hands feel, what I just touched before is on my mind so much more than it was before COVID.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of pissing me off lately.
Yeah, no, I think about it too.
And I'm not a clean freak. I'm not someone that's dirty either, but I'm not a clean freak.
I am.
The jelly toast.
I mean,
it does make sense because tomato
Sometimes
is a fucking
sometimes
fruit.
I get like a little. I have like not periods of times, but like these little spouts where I'm like, I need everything to be fucking tidy, you know, or like it's bothering me right now. I need this to be clean. But I've always been like that. Like I've always been the random clean my room person, and like get it all fucking spotless, you know.
I've changed. Go ahead.
But the cleaning my hands and having my hands clean and making like thinking about what's the last thing I touched before I go do something else. I was never so fucking nitpicky about it until after COVID. That shit's pissing me off.
That's why I keep a sanitizer in the car, bro. Because you never know when.
No,
you're
but
about
the
to
thing
eat
is, the
something.
sanitizer for me doesn't satisfy the urge when that shit has happened. Sanitizer to me just spreads around that fucking dirt. I get it kills the bacteria.
Yeah, bro.
No, it's
If you rub your hands quick enough
Let
and
me-
make enough
let me ask
friction,
you a
you can kill
question.
the bacteria, make it
By
like little
heat?
black things.
let me
and
ask
then
you
just
something.
Fucking start a
clap
fire.
it
You
out,
go-
dude.
Start a
Just clap
fire
it
with
out.
your head.
You go into a bathroom that's not a normal bathroom you go into, not your house,
Yeah.
right? And you lift that seat up,
Uh-huh.
right? And you're like, damn, that shit was wet afterwards, right? And like, fuck, I probably just have someone's piss on my hand, right?
Yeah.
And you just rub yourself with some sanitizer and you're like, that's all clean now?
No.
Exactly.
Wait, no. When
But I'm
you're
just giving, like,
when
a
in someone's
real
bathroom,
extreme
you got a
example.
fucking soap and water to wash
No,
that
I'm
shit
just
off.
saying. I'm
I mean, it's
giving an
gross,
extreme
but
example.
yeah. But okay, so hear me out. Before I used to do that, not anymore. I switched after my buddy kind of like said that to me, and that makes sense. I used to like eat when I would get my plate. I would eat the things that I don't like first, and then leave the best for last.
Uh-huh.
Right? But my buddy said, "Why do you do that?" I'm like, "Well, you just leave the best for last." He goes, "What if you get fucking full?" I'm like, "I just still cram it down my throat, but you don't enjoy it as much." It's like, motherfucker. So I started doing the opposite now. Things that I like, I eat first, and then the things that I don't like, I usually end up not finishing the plate or not going for seconds or the third.
I do the same. My mom keeps looking at me awkwardly lately. Like whenever I eat and I just don't eat a shit ton.
Yeah.
Like I think it was last night. I think it was. She made wrong button. She made some fish from the last Hubbard's trip, and those fucking things were huge, dude.
Yeah.
Like she just cooked up the whole fucking fish for me and her and my grandpa, and I couldn't eat it. It's just huge.
Yeah, it's
I
super
did
You
eat
know
that.
what?
I ate that. I ate some of the rice, and I'm like, I can't finish, Mom. It was delicious, but I can't. And then she even asked me today again, you didn't like the fish? I'm like, I did. I liked the fish. It was fucking amazing. It's just I
There's a
can't
lot,
eat it
yeah.
all, dude. So much food.
That save it for last thing, that's called fat people mentality.
That's what. Yeah, it's not bad habit to keep thinking about germs. H5N1 bird flu has confirmed jump to a human host. They're watching it for a potential pandemic. Yeah, apparently, like apparently like shit's been popping off in China too. Like they're having issues with protozoa,
Shit's been popping
corona.
up in the U.S., homie.
Everyone's sick
Vegas,
right now.
Vegas explosion, New Orleans, Bourbon Street,
Yeah.
run over, a plane crashed in California earlier today.
Yeah, what the fuck? WTF?
Bro, in 2 days, dog.
Yeah, we'll get it all out of the way in the beginning of the year, and then the rest of the year will be all right.
Last time they came in threes as well.
That's what we said last time too.
Yeah, I don't know, man.
March, we were like, yeah, this won't last too long. You know, just lock down for a little bit.
Nah, I mean I think the lockdown they fucking blew it out of proportion just because they didn't know what's up, right? Like if they knew what's going on, they might have not been as bad.
The world actually closed for 2
Yeah,
months.
the world literally
dude.
shut that shit down.
For 2 fucking
Quick.
months. We were fucking like, fuck.
2 months? What do you mean? It was closed for a year,
Depends
bro.
where you were at. I
No,
guess.
like initially. That
We didn't shut down for long here because we're Florida, baby. We got
Yeah,
we
Florida.
need
DeSantis
tourists.
said, "Not us. We're
Yeah.
opening them doors
We're
again."
Florida, baby. I mean, yeah, there was a big effect here with the mask and 6 feet away.
What's that
and all
country
stuff, but
song,
we didn't
you know?
shut down for long.
What's that country? Oh, this is like a country song.
no idea.
Open them doors and down low, something
Oh.
like that.
Oh, and turn
Maybe
them
lock
lights down
them
low.
Yeah, there you
doors,
go.
Turn them lights down low.
Yeah, that's what Florida did. They said we ain't having none of this. We open this bitch back up. Well, I don't know, man. Food is a weird thing, but like, have you seen this new challenge they've been doing? They're getting that fish from like
Maybe
Sweden or
It
somewhere.
looks like the main cam is like twisted towards Jay. It's like cutting me off a little bit.
Yeah, don't cut him off. So, you've seen this. They've been doing this challenge. They're getting this fucking canned fish from Sweden, and then they're just eating it. It's called the Stinky Fish Challenge. And this fish is so fucking bad. It's like straight up fermented fish, like super bad. And people have been going on social media trying to eat that. Apparently, Swedes eat this shit with no problem. You know what I mean?
Speaking of Swedish shit, I I got one of our coworkers today because he likes orange creamsicle stuff.
Yeah.
I was like, if I get a vape, we try it because I was like fucking with him about stuff. And he was like, no, but if you get a Zen, I might do it. I was like, okay, bet. I'm gonna look on online and see if I'm
yeah,
Zen.
that fish right there. That shit even look bad, bro.
Ugh.
It just looks terrible. Now, don't get me wrong. I grew up eating all kinds of fish, smoked fish, regular fish, fish out of the can, and things like that. But that shit just looks. That shit looks bad, bro. That fish looks like it belongs in a garbage can, not in a can.
Oh, I've heard of Surström.
Huh?
I've heard of Surström.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know if I would do it. I don't know.
Hell no.
There's some shit out there, man. Like, well, when I was in Colombia, I tried the big ass ants. They're deep fried and they taste like corn, bro. They taste not like the sweet corn that we have, you know, like that Peruvian corn. It's more of like chalky and like more earthy flavor. That's what they taste like. I don't know. I probably try a grasshopper in my life, but I'll never try one of those fucking grubs, the white grubs that they eat that they're still moving.
I'm not eating bugs, bro. What are you doing out here eating bugs with all the fucking good food we have?
No, but they're deep fried, bro. They're not alive. Who cares?
It's a bug.
Yeah, it's
an
fine. It's
insect.
protein, bro. It's protein.
What are you, starving?
No, but it's cool to try these things. I'm not saying I'm gonna continue eating that shit and make it part of my fucking culinary experience.
If I said, all right, I'm gonna be a YouTuber and like travel the world and go see different cultures and like, yeah, I'm gonna dedicate myself to that.
That's what I did. I saw a different culture and I ate a fucking ant.
Fuck that. Colombian meat is way better.
Hey, it is. Nobody arguing, bro. And you can eat a lot of that and you shit like a normal human and you come back by losing weight when you go there. I'm just telling you.
Yo, Colombia, the food is good, man. Every time we go someplace, I was like, bandeja paisa or something.
Yeah.
Like everywhere you go, because that shit's so good to have.
So good, yeah.
Oh,
so
man.
good. Except I've been on this kick of like just eating beef lately in Colombia, and I think I'm gonna stick with that for a little bit. I'm not big on. We'll order the picadas, which basically bandeja paisa, but just on a big plate. You know, we share that because you get a little bit of chicharron here, a little bit of the sausage or whatever. But I don't know, man. Food is a weird thing, but like
I never liked the bitter. Like for example, in Dominican Republic, we have what's called longaniza.
longaniza,
which is like that bitter sausage kind of. I don't like that shit, man.
You ever seen that? You ever seen that dude?
I have it in Colombia too.
No, the dude that's crying on his ear. I went to Dominican Republic with this Dominican joint, and after we're done, she's like, "Oh, Sanchicha," and then later she was with my man, and she was screaming, longaniza," and then I find out Sanchicha is them small Vienna sausages. Where's the funny shit? Oh, there was a thing. There was a thing. Some taco place, you could order even lion meat, ostrich, lion, kangaroo meat here in the United States, and then they put a fucking stop to it.
So
you no longer could do it.
This is what I was talking about. They have this. This is not just one. They probably have this in several other places, but they got these restaurants that they serve kangaroo, camel meat.
In Japan?
Yeah, whale.
Yeah, bear and shit.
I don't even know. This is like one of those
bird?
royal peacocks or whatever the fuck they're called.
Yeah, there could be, quail or some shit. I don't know.
Rabbits, crocs,
Wabbit.
Horse.
Eat a little wabbit.
Deer, I would do. Camel, I'm not sure about. Kangaroo, yeah.
No, I'm not doing kangaroo or
you eat horse?
camel.
Horse, I don't know. They say you have to watch out for it because the iron level is a lot and you can get iron poisoning if you eat too much of it.
That's what they give to women when their iron is low from like bleeding so much and shit.
But it's big in Turkey. Like horse sausage is big in Turkey. I know in Cuba it's big too. Like getting horse meat. I mean,
it's not big. they just know the properties and they have done it before, but they don't tend to go about it that way. Just because it's highly illegal to do that.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Because I mean, think about it.
It's also highly illegal to kill your own cow because it's not your own cow.
But also think about it. If the cats and dogs were not meant to be like pets, you would eat them motherfuckers. If we had a pet as a kangaroo, you know what I mean? You wouldn't eat the kangaroo, but you would eat the fucking... Like if you had a pet chicken, you wouldn't eat the chicken or pet pig because that would be the pets of the house, right? But if the dogs were like bred for that specifically, and cats, you would just eat them. It's just
I don't know how
meat is meat, you know?
Nah, I think there's a reason why over time there's popular selection of beef, pork, and chicken across the entire fucking globe.
Well, yeah, because the dogs were like, you know, when they were wild wolves that basically like came close to humans and started eating human food, and you know, in retrospect,
Well, they're the
also
dogs that
helped
couldn't.
protect.
They're,
So they
they're
kept
the,
the
they're the
dogs.
wolves that couldn't.
Yeah, they're the wolves that couldn't. Like they're the wolves. They're like, fuck this. I'm gonna go live.
Yeah.
They're the OF girls. Like they're the sugar babies of the wolves. You know what I'm saying? They're like, fuck this. I'm going to get the good
Shit.
life. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? That's what happened. And then I think with cats, I think we just snatched the cats and said you're gonna be a pet now. Motherfuckers to this day still don't want to do that.
I mean, I'm assuming what it was is like there was a smaller species than, I mean, now you see now you have street cats, but like smaller species than what you see as like a bobcat that we have now domesticated basically.
I don't
Yeah.
know how true this is, but I saw this somewhere online where it's
Yeah, Alex is right. Some of the shit, like especially if you eat hot dogs, bro, you eating fucking rat meat, you eating fucking roaches, you eating all kinds of shit, everything. Because them bitches crawl in there and they get smashed up, you know.
I don't know how true this is, but I heard that the Mossad, for special forces, they make you take care of a cat for about a year and then kill it, just so that they know that you can do the thing.
I mean, I could see that some of the special forces would be doing some shit like that.
You just raise a cat and just fucking strangle him after a year.
I don't know
fucked
how.
up.
If you guys watched the movie Kingsman, something Secret of Kingsman, some shit like
Yeah,
that.
Kingsman.
They
that's-
made him do
Kingsman
that.
Circle?
Yeah, something like that. They made him do that in the movie where they like told him that they were gonna do that, but the gun I think has like a blank or some shit.
Yeah. And you ever seen
But it was with a dog, not a cat.
There's this movie about these kids where they take them to orbit, and these kids were supposed to like learn how to fight the aliens that are like about to attack them, and they put them to play this game and who's gonna win the game.
Yeah, Ender's Game.
Ender's Game.
Mm-hmm.
That movie took a twist, man. At the end,
Yeah, that movie's
when I watched it,
gnarly.
like, can you imagine that kid is fucking crippled for the rest of the life?
Yeah,
Like literally for the rest of life, that kid is done.
Yeah, that movie's pretty gnarly. All right, I think we can end it for today. It's been a good one, boys. All right, thank you everyone for joining us. Shout out to our sponsors, UFC Gym Largo.
Yeah, guys,
and
do us a
Vitality
huge
Wellness
favor.
Center.
Like the video and then share and subscribe, all that good jazz. If you're still on, it helps us a lot when we get the likes and stuff like that. Yeah, our sponsors really mentioned
UFC Gym Largo and Vitality Wellness Centers, and UFC Gym Pinellas Park.
Yeah, and thanks for Kevin for the art that he put up on the wall
Yep.
for us.
Thank you guys for